Thank you for joining us tonight. In an April survey sponsored by the American Alliance of Museums, the museum world began to assess the damage done by the pandemic and realized it would take years to recover to pre-pandemic levels of staffing, revenue, and community engagement. The bleak financial picture has left over 15% of museums globally listing themselves as at significant risk of closure within the next fiscal year, and the outlook is even worse for cinemas. When I accepted the role of executive director in early 2020, I didn't doubt my ability to lead the Art Center through the financial and leadership struggles it was facing, but no one predicted a pandemic. We are surviving unprecedented times, and the Art Center finished this fiscal year in the strongest financial position we have been in over a decade. We are strong, but not without a few scars. Closing and capacity limitations, followed by slim attendance as we tried to reopen, dealt a 50% loss of income in both the cinema and education programs. We did our best to mitigate those losses with grant income, recovery programs, and thrifty monitoring of all expenses, but it was our community who wouldn't let us fail. We do great work. To put it in perspective, we offered 7,000 hours of face-to-face programming in the past year. Let me say that again, 7,000 hours of face-to-face programming. Imagine what we can do if we're not fighting a pandemic. Movies, exhibitions, and programming continues to reflect the world we're experiencing. We learned to stream movies, offering over 100 virtual films this past year. We also learned to use 3D technology to create virtual walkthroughs of any exhibition in our galleries. We offered discussions, artist talks, and even educational classes online. Our digital footprint expanded in ways we didn't imagine, and our audience grew. The technical challenges relating to the pandemic were massive, but we met the challenge every time. From these technical challenges grew adaptive challenges. The rule books and the "it must be done this way" flew out the window and took with it the roadmap to success. The pandemic wasn't our only challenge. We saw social unrest, political divisions grew. Patience and understanding seemed in short supply, as fear was time and again identified as the predominant experience of the past year. Leading an organization through technical challenges is one thing, but leading through the adaptive challenges caused by massive cultural shifts created by intense disturbance events is quite another. Globally, society is challenging the art world to redefine the canon of contemporary art to include previously marginalized audiences and mediums, and widen the breadth of the work to include objects of utilitarian purpose and ever-changing definitions of quality, relevance, and significance. These institutions are clamoring to expand their collections to include these marginalized artists and objects. Overall, the industry is redefining what art is and listening to a diverse group of voices. The hierarchical gauntlet of tradition is eroding, leaving us to cut our own path. The Art Center will tackle these shifting ideas in our upcoming exhibition season. We have never shied away from being a leader in the arts community, and we're not backing down now. I'm proud to find so many artists have Salina Art Center in their resumes. Artists who were not well known or even marginally known got their first shows right here in these galleries. It seems the Art Center's talent was foresight, tenacity, and a network to help these artists grow. You see, we were leading this adaptive change 25 years ago. It just took a pandemic for the world to catch up. Our kickoff exhibition is a perfect example. Contemporary Textile opens on August the 13th and celebrates national and regionally recognized fiber artists while challenging where the humble quilt fits into this new thinking. As we weave through the year of textile, we also face artists' views on climate change, equality, and inclusion, and will listen to the voice of the young when millennial Tyler Blackwell, Cynthia Woods Mitchell curator at the Baffler Art Museum at the University of Houston, adjudicates the third Salina Biennial Contemporary Art from the Mountain Plains region. It isn't just philosophy of art that is adapting. Facilities and how people experience art are also changing. The modern museum goer wants an engaging and less passive experience than previously available. They want a place to gather, to build knowledge. They want technology to take them deeper. They want to try new things, learn new skills, and they want to laugh and take photos. They want a cup of coffee or a cocktail along with a place to sit with friends. They want to take cooking classes and ceramics classes and painting classes and see great movies. And they want to be part of making their community better. They want a place where they feel welcome, and they want to be inspired. The Warehouse Education Studio is answering some of this call, and we are working on our galleries to propose much-needed upgrades to the street front, kitchen, education wing, skylights, gift shop, and more. Opportunities at the Warehouse are offering deeper and longer-term art-making classes. Adult education has been our fastest-growing audience this year. This year, we're also adding ceramics, paperworks, and printing classes. We're offering a studio makerspace membership for those who use the facility and equipment independently. Building on our 5 successful seasons of Science on Screen programming at the cinema, we're adding science-based vocabulary to all our youth classes. Research proves that students who experience science outside of school perform better in the classroom because they are less intimidated by the concepts thanks to hands-on experimentation. Neuroscientists agree that arts education is fundamental in all stages of life to a healthy, fully functioning brain. Participating in art making builds creative problem-solving skills, motor skills, social skills, decision-making, risk-taking, and inventiveness. It also improves memory, motivation, concentration, confidence, critical thinking, and self-confidence at every age. The technical challenges are quickly addressed with solutions. We know we need to update our data collection system in order to implement long-term sustainability practices. That's a simple solution. You research a data system, you inspire an underwriter, you buy a data system. The adaptive challenges take longer and require emotional and intellectual growth, open minds, creative experimentation, and listening. Sometimes they involve loss and letting go of the way things were, but they also bring us face to face with what can be. I hope you're willing to evolve with us as we navigate this new frontier. Nothing we do is possible without the support of our community. I'm fortunate to have an excellent staff here at the Art Center, including Heather Green, Director of Finance and Operations, Jefferson Goddard, Curator, Kayla Burrell, Director of Education, Joe Riley, Cinema Manager, Hannah Crickman, Marketing Coordinator, and the gallery and box office attendants who provide excellent customer service in all areas. To our outgoing board members, Eric Montoy, Laura Easterday, Carla Prickett, Connie Burkett, and David Weedle, we are grateful for your service and continued dedication to the Art Center. To our incoming board members, we cannot wait to work with you and know you will bring tremendous value to leading us through the technical and adaptive challenges ahead. We also want to thank the Salina Art Center Endowment Foundation Board, Kristen Gunn, Shannon Buchanan, Trey Mowry, Brandon Ebert, and Guy Walker for extraordinary financial leadership. Finally, thank you to the Board of Trustees at Salina Art Center, Sydney Soderberg, President, Gary Martins, Treasurer, Karen Black, Secretary, Aaron Wright, Vice President, Hillary Richards, Melanie Young, Bobby Sexton, Harley Hamilton, Christy Newting, Ruth Moritz, Michael Freeland, and Lana Jordan. All challenges would be unbearable without the ability to draw on the experience and expertise of these amazing people. They dedicate their time, talent, and treasure to the Art Center purely out of a commitment to their community and a love of art. I am genuinely blessed to work with each of them. I hope we see you often in the next year, and please continue to engage in the exchanges among art, artists, and audiences that reveal life. Thank you.